Just as if in a healthy neighborhood. Start talking to the person sitting next to you. Just think of something that happened unexpected to you today. Share that with the person sitting next to you. Start talking now, please. Everybody, talk.
You're caught in it waist-deep water, energized retreat. You think you can compete. The hero's tragedy. Now it has begun. The storm has finally come. The drowning and the dead. Now it has begun. My breath is out of reach. Death makes its final speech. Did this storm come from me? Did this storm come from me? Now I know the truth. The waves break on the roof. Where is my higher ground? It's down there with my town. I'm praying round and round. Am I living to be found? A body in the sound. Running round and round. Now it has begun. The storm has finally come. And the sea begins to speak. Turn, she says, face me. Now it has begun. Take me to the deep. Take me to the deep.
Death makes the sun rise. Death makes the sun rise. Death makes the sun rise. Death makes the sun rise.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Extinction is real.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Extinction is
Extinction.
Extinction is real. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. You better say
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
you better say I love you.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Before we disappear.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Extinction number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do something to remember. Someone does survive. Extinction is real. Extinction is here. We better say I love you before we disappear. Extinction number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do something to remember. Someone does survive. Extinction is real. Extinction is here. We better say I love you before we disappear. Extinction number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do something to remember. If someone does survive. Extinction is here. Extinction. We better say I love you before we disappear. Extinction number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do something to remember. If someone does survive. Oh, now it's our beat. remember someone does survive. Extinction is real, extinction is here. We'd better say I love you before we disappear. Extinction number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do something to remember someone does survive.
Death makes the sun rise. You know, lately there's been this quality in the public air. It's like there's more scary, accidental, on purpose, wars, diseases, mortality. There's more death. But something about what's happening, I find myself not prepared for, not ready, or just not tuned up for death. I mean, the gentleness of death, the meditation of death, the softness of death, how death is in our lives. I haven't been thinking that way. It has to do with the fact that there's no forgiveness in the air anywhere. All the players in society, all the people that are obvious somewhere near the limelight, all the people that have institutions that back up what they say, anybody with a bullhorn, they don't have not only forgiveness, they don't have forgiveness. They're deeply embedded in their tribe, their company, their victimhood, their progress, their particular narrative is harsh. They don't have that thing that we had just now, when suddenly we all talk to the person next to us. The hallmark of a healthy neighborhood, the ability to talk to people that just come by. None of that's going on in public now, because of the death of our commons, the death of places where that's arranged for us, places that we arrange for others to have the same freedom. The public commons, the parks, the sidewalks, the subways, the places that are supposed to be supported by taxes, until the taxes are squeezed out and the privatizers come in. It isn't approved of to have a conversation in which there is radical forgiveness ahead of time. Come on in here, folks. Come on now. Come on. Run out of chairs again. Run out of chairs again. Have we run out of chairs again? Have we run out of chairs again? Have we run out of chairs again? Oh, forgive us. Somebody bring these people to chairs to sit down. towers now. People in those luxury towers, they don't care that they live in a brown field. All they want is that river view.
No rezone. No Gowanus visa.
Stop the up zone.
Yeah. See, you're required.
You can take that up zone.
Well, yep. Finish it.
Just finish it.
Landers. You know.
I'm a preacher. I don't get it. We're right now presented with the public. Oh, hello. Is this the rest of the world? Hello. The public air has riddled to us. We are challenged, dared almost, to have surprising, scary relationships. To say something that is idiosyncratic, that came out of the blue, that doesn't necessarily connect with something else in terms of data or trends or logic. Am I right? Am I right? What am I saying?
The computer just predicted that.
The relief that I feel when this realtor that I've been protesting against with Savitri and the singers for the last 20 years gave us this old thing. I said, haven't we been protesting against you for gentrifying our lives for the last 20 years? He said, yes. I don't feel so great about it. I got something for you. So, this neighborhood has all sorts of conversations that you only find in certain islands around Manhattan anymore. And I just go around listening to people. It's like music. Yeah. Better than a Mamet play. Yeah. Oh, people don't know who David Mamet is here? David Mamet? He became a right winger. I love his early work. Okay, so that public riddle comes to us from many different quarters. One of the most obvious, one of the ones that we, especially this last week since the Supreme Court, that we dwell on is the politics. The politics is name-calling, finger-pointing, and you're the devil, and there's nothing in between. In other words, there's no forgiveness. Forgiveness is the world where you and I walk by each other and we give ourselves allowance and permission, and you could be interesting, and I trust you, and I'm loyal to the idea of being a human being in public space. I'm loyal to that idea, and we could do anything together. Let's just pretend this is Telegraph Avenue in Berkeley, 1967. Let's pretend this is 54th Street in the Jazz Age. I mean, those places that we still treasure. Zuccotti Park, late September 2011. So right now, it feels as if the public is closing in on us. It feels like the public is just giving a certain amount of time to actually effectively push back. The veil. How do we tear holes in it? How do we get through it? Politics, of course. But I think it was always in politics, and it comes and goes in politics. The steady march of the death of the idea of a generous, buoyant, pliant, juicy public air. It comes from the death of that comes from a march since the end of World War I, 100 years ago, after World War I, when the Doughboys came back from fighting the Hun. Rhymes with one. I got a hip-hop thing going on here. And they came back, and they were confronted by the United States advertising was all these people in glistening kitchens. Perfect. Appliances that are sparkling. They have graphic sparkles. And there's like a lady who looks like Doris Dale, or do I need Donna Reed, or do I need in a dress? And she's being introduced to the idea of buying deodorant on purpose for the first time. That was 100 years ago. And step by step by step, after the Second World War, after Ronald Reagan, after Bill Clinton, after step by step, we have been inundated by consumerism, and we keep thinking it's normal because its main job is to be normal. That's the first thing it does. That's a part of selling the product to you. This is normal living. This is not strange. It's not narrow. It's not made up by evil wizards. It's real. It's American. It's the dream. It's freedom. It's democracy. So we still are marching that march, but I think we're getting to the point where we can't even breathe outside. There's glyphosates. You all read this. Glyphosates are in 80% of us. We're just dying. What's public is actually our private death. You can just go from institution to institution to institution, and you will find the same thing that we get from consumerism. A product comes before you, there's a smiling model, there's a celebrity, the product is going to save your life. The product is actually threatening you. If you don't buy that product, you will lose status, not get laid, not be young, not be good looking, not be prosperous, not be an American. Actually, you'll be evil. Actually, you want to die soon. And you will be unable to do anything about it because you did not buy that product. Product life is a threatening life. And it goes on all day long. A recent study said that we are, in New York, if we have a computer, exposed to 10,000 advertisements a day. We have never asked ourselves what that does to us. I think right now we're starting to feel it. We're starting to feel what's happening in the public air.
Every day.
Beautiful earth, what do you have to say? Fire and storm, virus and death, earth wind please translate. Beautiful earth, what do we got to say? Sorrow and shout, the ones we love, earth will you break our fear, beautiful earth. It's a prayer we have. A prayer we always have. Near us. We can always go to the earth. And a lot of us can go to our families. And a lot of us can go to special communities like the StopShopping Church. We have a community here. We can be together. And the accidental things that can happen, the permissions are there in advance. We forgive each other in advance. And all those operational love things that they now call mutual aid. Is that somebody trying to sell something? Who came up with that phrase? Loyalty, trust, intimacy, touching, love, proximity, strangeness, giving. A healthy neighborhood is giving. A healthy neighborhood is a gift economy. How can I be of help to you? I've got this skill. Do you need that skill?
Yeah.
Tell me if you need something. You can leave your key at the bodega for 2 weeks. I'll keep it for you. Just give a little description of your cousin. Oh, she has bangs? Black bangs. Okay. Glasses, good. That's another. Leave the key. We've been unable to defend our neighborhoods. We've been unable to stop the upzoning. This second life of increased value per cubic foot. It just rises and rises and rises. And New York is like London. It never goes down for some reason. It just keeps increasing. It keeps making people leave. In some sense, that's happening everywhere in the world. There are now 100 million people on the move. They believe their home must be somewhere else. They have a dream across a border somewhere. Maybe they have a relative there. Maybe they have someone there that will like them. Maybe they have public space. Maybe there's a tradition of freedom there that they heard about. That they still have it there. 100 million people on the move. Some part of us is on the move. We feel safe as hell. I myself, I might as well just say this openly. I might as well just, I trust everybody in this room. I know a couple of you are cops. I'm just going to admit to you, I'm a straight white male living in America. I'm sorry.
There you go.
There it is.
Apology accepted.
I'm safe. Our family's been pretty safe. We live in Windsor Terrace on the other side of Prospect Park. Our neighbors all know us. We've been there 15 years. We know everybody. We watch Jane Jacobs' eyes on the street. The symphony of eyes. What do you call it? The ballet of eyes.
Wow.
In that kind of place, we can't imagine moving. We thought for a second we would have to move. Because we lost control of the house, the person who owns the house is broke, catastrophic illness. But the neighborhood got together. They didn't want Lena, 12-year-old Lena, they didn't want Lena to lose her 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old friends. They're the leaders of our culture in our little neighborhood.
Yeah.
In the middle of the wintertime, they put blankets out on the sidewalks and they have whole dramas going on there. If I have to get Lena for supper, I have to make myself a character in that soap opera. In order to catch her eye, I have to be a part of the drama. I have to be like a pizza delivery man or something. Just get up and get a little bit.
Beautiful love.
As things get worse and worse, and we can't find forgiveness except in very special places. Not a lot of us have a glib Marxist theory. Not a lot of us have this is what we have to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will overthrow neoliberal capitalism, and we will suddenly have a completely different world. The utopia of a new political system. We've been burned enough by such approaches. We seem to be waiting. We can't wait anymore. Let's take our instructions from life itself. Let's go to the earth. Let's make a secular spiritual arrangement. Let's talk to the trees. Let's accept life on its terms. Let's not be superior human beings pressing our culture against the earth. Let's say indigenous was always right.
Yeah.
Let's say the earth needs this extinction she's going through. She'll do it. But maybe we can be of service in some way. Maybe we can enter her neighborhood. What can we do? How can we help? How can we be a part of the earth? How can we be a part of this ecosystem? How can we live with life on life's terms? we have the spectacle of an urban forest being clear-cut by, we don't even know who they are. They come from outside of New York City somewhere. They're from some union. Several unions. Friends of Bill de Blasio. They seem to have raised $1.7 billion. It seems like all the local politicians are their bigger staffs and better equipment, longer vacations. I don't know what's going on there. The fact is that the public, people, haven't felt that they have to tell us what's happening. It's all a secret. We made a plan. There was going to be a berm. There was going to be a kind of levee. And it was going to save East River Park. 80% of it. You know, it might or might not, like, encroach on FDR a little bit. It was going to be all the mature trees still around somewhere. It cost $750 million, and the community worked on it for 3 years. And it was, without comment, rejected. There was no forgiveness there. There was no human contact, softness, giving, trusting, loyalty. It wasn't a healthy neighborhood. They didn't feel like they had to say anything to all these people who for 3 years had these meetings trying to save their park. But ultimately, East River Park is surrounded by low-income housing. Ultimately, they were able to misrepresent those people. And ultimately, those people, despite their big petitions and despite what they tried to say, they were too powerless to defend 1,000 trees. Central Park, Prospect Park, Battery, Riverside, all surrounded by Conservancy's wealthy people. Union Square, Barry Diller's on their partnership. Michael Bloomberg's former press secretary, runs a private company that has rejected the city's cops and now has private cops. The private cops can arrest you. We can't let this happen in our city. We have to represent the earth here. We are deputized by the earth. We are earth people, earth animals, earth beings, earth power. We got earth power. Go to jail. Go to jail. Keep singing about the earth all the time. The earth. The earth. I'm from the earth. Hallelujah. Don't cut down that tree. Hallelujah. I know that tree. Hallelujah. Wow, earthers. We're earthers. Stops. Trees. We got the earth. We are earth when we walk by the skyscrapers. We're the earth when we stand in the dumpsters. We're the earth, however urban we may be. We are made of the earth, and we know we're the earth, and we're dancing, we're singing, we're reciting poetry. We are the earth. We're the crazy people who took over. We came back. We came back. The earth. The earth. Always. It was the earth. The earth never went away. The earth never went away. It's the earth. The earth. The earth. It's always earth. It's the earth. The earth. It's earth. It's always earth. It's the earth. The earth. It's earth. It's always earth. It's the earth. The earth. It's earth. It's always earth. It's the earth. The earth. It's earth. It's always earth. It's the earth. The earth. It's earth. It's always earth. It's the earth. The earth. It's earth. It's always earth. It's the earth. The 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 earth. It's always earth. This body, the earth, these trees, this body,
the earth, these trees, this body. The earth, these trees, this body.
Forgiveness, radical forgiveness.
The earth, these trees, this body.
Love,
The earth,
loyalty, trust, imagination, wonder,
the earth,
all the soft
these trees,
things that are hard to load. The earth, giving it back to us.
these trees,
This gift economy. In this gift economy,
these trees,
nobody gives more than the earth.
these trees,
Oh, and we're grateful.
bodies. We're grateful, these trees, this body. The earth, these trees, this body.
Earth hallelujah.
What did you do to the great house? And to our children's children, why for? You could only serve about that thing called life. You were the more gas, more guns, more sacrifice. When a child from the future knocked on your door, will she say, I'm a dead kid from 2044? You don't seem to trust your future anymore. The future wants no life. Now, I am the leaders in extinction. You fools, your children's children from 2044. I am looking for a vacation in the great outdoors. Extinction takes a vacation. I walk in your doors. The population of bodies is my white sand shore. This pandemic made of humans has lost its roar. You're my scenic view now. You're my forest floor. I am the X in extinction. You fools, your children's children from 2044.
bodies. Beautiful bodies. Make you have a beautiful bodies.
Yes. Yes.
We'd like to thank Shilpa Narayan. Shilpa.
Yes.
We wrote a song about a lady on a balcony facing Hurricane Florence.
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you all so much for coming.
Callista Turner. Thank you.
I'm Savitri. Hi, everybody. Quick round of community announcements. I'm sure to go. Okay, here we go. Community announcements. Anybody? Yes.
My name is Dana, and Reverend Billy, and I and others are going to have a memorial here, a special event Tuesday night from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Bob Cisco, 35 years ago, under Ronald Reagan, lived at 285 East 3rd Street, 285 East 3rd, right around the corner.
Who did?
Bob Cisco.
Okay.
He started the Ibegan Project with Howard Lotsoff and yours truly, and we're now bringing this all over the world. So the African rainforest is a miracle. It gets people off of heroin overnight. It's the only cure for meth.
Right.
It's also good for traumatic brain injury and Parkinson's because it does not work in conventional receptors. It works through neural growth factors. It actually regenerates the brain. This is something. Man, don't get rid of the rainforest.
All right.
All right.
Did you say it regenerates rain?
The brain.
Great.
Oh, the brain.
So Tuesday night here at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Bang, bang.
And we're going to have food.
This is Dana, one of the original Yippies.
Gary Hoffman asked me to join in January of 1968. Go to Chicago.
Okay, what's the next?
Just quickly want to shout out Donald for making amazing program.
It's getting more like the earth in here every week, isn't it? Amen.
Anybody else? Community announcements?
I announced last week that I'm guest curating a zine. I brought some flyers and I'll put them over there.
Thank you, Leah.
Thank you. Thank you, Leah.
Anybody else? Francisca.
Hi, so we've been into a lot of protests this last week, right? That's crazy. One person I've been missing in all these protests I've been going is the stack taker. Remember the stacker, the person who in any meeting, everybody goes to, would grab a little piece of paper and like, who wants to speak? And would keep stack.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody wants to speak, okay, you tell me who wants to speak. And you start writing it down, and that helps a lot for people being feel included. So people don't start accusing each other of like, you don't let me speak and stuff like that. So I think I want to invite you all to the next protest you go, maybe be the stack taker, a little piece of paper, and like encourage people.
Oh, let's rehearse. Okay, so this is a protest. We're to protest, okay?
I'll do stack.
Oh, Francisca's doing stack. If you want to speak, speak to her. Okay.
Ow.
Right here.
Okay, good.
Hey!
Rehearse one more time. So we're at a protest. We're talking. Paige got stack. Paige got stack. Okay.
Anybody else? Yes, right here. Thank you.
Great. Tools for democracy. Thank you very much, Fred. Community announcements. Anybody else? Good? Marta.
I will do, I've been talking about doing a workshop. I think I'll do a workshop this Wednesday. I have to speak with you guys about what time would be convenient. And it's an upcycle workshop that any age is welcome, really. And at your meeting. It is not the signing of the So if you have children, or if you like this kind of thing, please come. We'll work with pliers, wires, scissors, you know, maybe some cutters that I'll keep an eye to make sure that I get.
Awesome.
So,
Shannon from Oregon says, try progressive stacking where you put marginalized community ahead of the stack.
women and
It's
youth
an
to
idea.
the front. Thank you. Okay. Okay, well, thanks everyone for coming. Have a great day.
Yay!